This lady is going viral talking about how a 16-year-old girl feels about her own adoption experience, and it's weird. The teen mom adoption discourse with Caitlyn, Tyler, and Carly is getting out of hand, and it's thanks in very large part to this lady who very clearly has ulterior motives.
My hubby and I have already decided that when we are a little more stable, we're stable now, but when we're a little more stable, we want to adopt.
Who in their right mind would give their child to a hopeful adopter who puts words in adopted people's mouths like this lady does?
Caitlyn and Tyler from Teen Mom need to accept the fact that Carly is probably the one that doesn't want anything to do with them. They are not Carly's parents. You are not her parents. You are her sperm and egg donor. Brandon and Teresa are her parents, acting like she is like a sibling to those kids. She's not a sibling. That's by blood, but not by like knowing them. They won't accept the fact that Brandon and Teresa are Carly's actual parents. And Carly now is old enough to probably understand. They have brought their crazy drug addict parents, and it probably freaked Carly out. It's their child, not Caitlyn and Tyler's child. She probably feels uncomfortable because Caitlyn and Tyler act like Carly's like on a babysitting trip, and then sending that weird blanket with like the siblings on there, like Carly would even want that. Like, no. Tyler and Caitlyn have pushed this whole sibling big sister thing on Carly that is weird because she doesn't even know them. It's probably uncomfortable and weird to her. She can't even get to know her birth parents without having to be like getting to know some kids that she has no really relation to besides blood. Carly also has an adopted brother that she has grown up with. She has a brother, and she probably feels like that is her actual brother because she grew up with him. Even though they're not blood, she's going to consider him the brother. It's like y'all are pushing this narrative that Caitlyn and Tyler are trying to also push that's harmful to Carly. They are not Carly's parents. Brandon and Teresa are. If they say like, oh, Brandon and Teresa said that we can no longer have access and Carly doesn't want that, the fans are going to go crazy. What really got me was the fact that she said, my child, and this is exactly why you got cut off the way you did. That is biologically your daughter, but you are not her mother. You gave her up. You were not her mom. You're doing it against the will of Carly. That is not their daughter. That is not their child. They gave her up. And then a bunch of pictures of your crotch goblins that have nothing to do with Carly. That is not her siblings.
Imagine being adopted and raised by this person, wanting to know who your family is, wanting to know your roots, wanting to meet your siblings, and being raised by someone like this, because many adopted people grew up this way. I don't know where these psychotic reality TV show fans get the audacity to act like they know what it's like to be an adopted person, but maybe leave adoption and our relationships with our families up to adopted people. If you're so concerned with Carly's privacy, maybe don't act like you know her innermost thoughts on the internet.